Hello, my name is Kristen Peltier, and I am here to talk to you about adopting from a shelter rather than going out and shopping for your next pet. I selected this topic to talk about today because it is something I truly and strongly believe in, that you should always adopt rather than shop for your next pet. And I always recommend it to people who ask me if I adopt or if I go and shop for a pet. I always tell them I go to a shelter and I adopt. It is truly a rewarding experience, and these animals will just love you unconditionally. They are forever grateful that you came and rescued them from a shelter. And I believe this topic should be of interest to you because of the pros of adopting a shelter pet outweigh the cons. We will talk more about the pros and cons of adopting a shelter pet. I want to first talk to you about my experience with adopting from a shelter. I've been adopting a pet for about 10 years now from shelters, and like I said, it is truly a rewarding experience. I adopted a little black lab mix between the years of 2015 and 2016, and her name was Bailey. She was about 8 or 11 weeks old when I first got her. She seemed energetic at first, but then she started to sleep more and more and not want to eat or drink or do anything that a puppy should do. And so we took her to our local vet, and he recommended that we take her to Appleton's emergency vet, in which we did. They put her in a oxygen chamber to see if they could bring her oxygen levels up, which they, after an hour, they were not improving. So they took x-rays of her chest. They saw that she had a hole in her chest cavities, and that was supposed to close as she was growing up as a puppy. It was not closing, so all her organs were pushing up into her chest and making her hard for her to breathe, hard for her to be energetic. Just, it wasn't going the way we wanted it to. And so it was recommended that we put her down because the surgery, it was going to be expensive, and they could not tell us that she would make it out alive or she'd have a good life after the surgery. She might not be herself. So we did the hard thing and we put her down as recommended. And we contacted the Humane Society that we adopted Bailey from, and told them the situation, and they said that if they had the funds they would have helped us with the surgery, but we told them what we were told, that she may not make it out of the surgery anyways. So that, and then we told them that we put her down, and they told us that when we were ready we could come and choose a new dog or puppy, and we'd get first choice. We don't have to go through the adoption application again or submit another adoption fee. That was all waived because of what was going on with Bailey. And we went through Clark County Humane Society. That's where we got Bailey, and that's where we got our next dog, Yoshi, from, and he's doing wonderful. I always will choose to go through a Humane Society rather than buy, because Humane Societies are more compassionate. They are friendly. They know how to deal with customer service. They are spectacular to work with. Some of the pros, let's get into the pros and cons now. Some of the pros about adopting from a shelter is that you will be saving an animal's life. Yes, there are some shelters that will put down an animal if they've been there too long, or if they're ill, or if they cannot afford the surgery that animal may need, they will be put down. Some shelters are no-kill shelters. Another pro is that your rescue may already be trained, and that just means they may be potty trained, they may know how to sit, stay, roll over, etc. You will also be saving money. Shelter pets are usually less expensive than when you shop for a pet. And the shelter fee usually helps pay for their vaccines and spay or neuter, so you're mostly paying for that. Some of the cons are that you do not get to choose what breed of dog you are looking for. Most of them are mixed breeds, but you will love that dog or cat either way. And with another pro is that you will know that that dog or animal will have a healthier life. So, and that's all you want for that animal. And for me, the pros outweigh the cons of adopting rather than shopping for an animal. There's a star from Impractical Jokers named Joe Gatto. Him and his wife run a senior dog adoption business. They're a nonprofit organization that is in the state of New York. Joe always said, adopt, don't shop. And finally, I hope this presentation was informative to you and gives you a new perspective on adopting rather than going on shopping for your pet. So please remember that shelter animals are not broken. They need love from you as well. If we continue to support our shelters, then puppy and kitty mills will cease to exist. Remember, adopt, don't shop. Thank you.